Okay, here's the final story on this. I'm checking it in service now, and all the parts are coming out of Germany. Okay, and as you can see, there's the oil leak. So it's a big job. And here's the other thing. There's a possibility that the clutch plate, pressure plate for this bike probably is oil soaked, because the clutch is releasing a little high. I mean, I haven't had any problems with it shifting or anything like that, but it's more of a precautionary measure. Now, here's the deal on it. The repair, it's a huge repair. They're literally going to have to take the entire back of the bike apart to be able to access the seal and the clutch plate assembly that's right back here, okay? So they literally split the bike in half. And once that happens, then they can access the back end of the engine and go after that seal. Now, being that this is an 06, there's no parts in the United States. You can't use OEM. It just doesn't work. It has to be German manufactured parts for this bike. That's all there is to it. So, thank God I'm still working, because it's going to cost me a little bit of money, and there's a strong chance that this bike will be here for the next, basically the whole month of June, because we've got to, like I said, wait for all the parts to come out of Germany. And that's the deal. Now, if they have to replace the clutch and all those parts are in the United States, so we don't have to wait for a shipment from Germany to come in on that too. So what we're going to do, the strategy is, since the repair is so expensive, and considering this bike only has 20,000 miles on it, I talked to the salesman, because we were looking at some other alternatives up here, which are great bikes for under $10,000, that, you know, is it worth sinking another, $2,000 or $3,000 into this bike? And the sales manager told me flat out, yes. He goes, it's absolutely worth sinking the money in this bike. He said these particular motors, the boxer motors that are air cooled, this motor is notorious for going 100,000 miles. So there you go, man. It's only got 20,000 miles on it. Yes, it's got some age on it. He goes, but that doesn't matter. He goes, these bikes are built like, they're solid. And anyway, and there's Indian, a couple of Indians sitting there. But yeah, let's go over to the trailer. So that's the story. I know this is not a handyman video, but I'm glad I'm a handyman, because the bottom line is I got to pay for this. And that's what this is all about, man. I got to pay for this. Oh, man. You take 2 steps forward, 1 step back, and then anyway, I love this bike. That's the one thing I told myself. I said, I love this bike. I don't owe anything on it. I have the title. It's even with all the repairs. Let's say if I have to put a clutch in it and a countershaft seal, all that, spend $3,000 on the bike, I'm still going to own the bike cheaper than I can even possibly buy a used GS, unless I buy somebody else's problems. Since I know what the story is on this, and I've already ridden this bike 1,400 miles, I know what this thing feels like. I know what it'll do. I know the power. I just know this bike. So now it just needs some, after 19 years, man, it needs some TLC. You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't you do the same thing? I would. But anyway, got the old trailer here. Now it's empty. The old truck over here at Garcia Moto, right here off Capitol Boulevard. And I just told the guy, I said, man, I gotta just know that there's a quality mechanic. And I'm not saying anything negative, but I just want this to be fixed correctly if I'm going to spend that kind of money on it. And he says, don't worry, our guys are very, very good, and you'll be fine. Okay, so there you go. All right, I'll talk to you guys tonight. And anyway, that deck deal is done. I just got my final check on that, and I got another big punch list job that just got approved. Thank God for Friday. We got a bunch of rain coming in tomorrow. So Friday, I'm going to be back out doing some more handyman work. Now this one here is a lot more technical. I'll see if I can do some filming while I'm out there, because it's a lot of trim work, a lot of, you know, it's got some damage to this house, stuff like that. Painting, a lot of stuff like that. All right, guys. You know me, I'm Tom, coming at you on another handyman video. Oh yeah. No, it's not. See you later.